Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another player prop video. This one talking about the NBA for Friday, December 20th. In the video, we have 4 picks for you to consider, so stay tuned to hear all 4 of the picks. And if you guys want more picks, check out the Dynamo private Discord. I'm one capper in here, giving out more of my favorite picks every single day, but we also give you access to a bunch of cappers' private channels. You can see some huge hits and slips in here from private Discord members. I've also been on an insane tear, went 10-2 overall in my channel on Thursday. Day before that, hit my second in a row underdog slip here in the NBA. Here's a look inside my channel and the stuff that I'm posted in here, so you can see the hits on my NFL Parlayplay slip for a 5x, and then you can see my hit over on Prizepicks as well for the NBA for a 10-2 day. Also earlier in the week, I hit this 5-pick slip on Prizepicks for a huge payout. We don't have huge days every day, but we've been having a ton of them recently, like this one earlier in the week, 17-2 with a 7-2 NBA day, 9-0 college football sweep. Then the very next day went 7-2 in the NBA again. Check it out. It'll be the top link down below. We also have a free trial going right now, and then after that, it's just less than $1 per day. And you saw these big hits from private Discord members using our picks, like $500 payout. Another one here for a 6-pick slip hit, $125 on just a $5 play. So definitely going to be worth it in here using our picks to hit some of these big slips. So you guys saw the big hits, the crazy streaks and runs we've been going on. Get access to more picks from me, plus a bunch of other cappers all in one place in the Dynamo private Discord. And for today, we're going to be making these picks on Parlayplay because both Prizepicks and Underdog don't have picks up for the NBA, and it's 12:30 a.m. Eastern time, which is crazy. So we're coming over to Parlayplay. They have picks up and alternate lines and all that. So we're going to get into this one. First, we're going to go to Mitchell here on his regular line here at 23.5. On the over against Milwaukee. I think a good bounce back spot for Mitchell here, who hasn't been having the biggest scoring games, mostly because he hasn't been having to score a lot because Cleveland has been so good and haven't had that tough of a matchup. Milwaukee playing extremely well, obviously just won the Emirates NBA Cup, and in their last 15 or 16 games, I think they've only lost 2 or 3, so I think this is going to be a tough one. Mitchell's going to have to step up for this, and guards do score extremely well on Milwaukee. So I do think Donovan Mitchell on this lower line is going to have a big bounce back game here after kind of struggling to hit this one this year. So you can see Mitchell on the season, he's only hit this in 12 of 26 games, hasn't hit it in his last 4, and mostly due to him not having to do a ton in these games. Like the last one, they won by 30 points, he only had to play 30 minutes. Then versus the Wizards, just didn't have to do much in a lot of these games. Another one here against the Wizards where they won by almost 40 points. He played 28 minutes. So I do think Mitchell's going to be in line for a bigger game. In last season, he hit this 63% of the time. And another thing you do on Outlier is look last year, just when he played 34 or more minutes, he hit this 70% of the time. When he played 37 or more minutes, which was in 24 games, and I do think he could play a big amount of minutes in this one that should be one of their closer games as of late for Cleveland. He hit it 75% of the time. So I do think Donovan Mitchell coming into a good spot here, like him on this line at 23.5. Then we're going to stick with this. We're going to go to Jared Allen on his line here at 12.5. It's another one here I like for a lot of the same reasons I like Donovan Mitchell. I think Allen's going to have to play big minutes in this one that should be a close, high-scoring game here. And coming up in a good spot against Milwaukee, a spot that Jared Allen has historically crushed this line, and a pretty low one for him as well. And like I said, Cleveland just hasn't had to have some of their big guys have big games recently, but I do think they're going to step up for this one in a big matchup in the East here on one of the hottest teams in the entire NBA against Milwaukee. So I do like Cleveland for these guys to step up. A lot of their lines have been lowered like we've seen for Mitchell and Allen here. On the season, he's hit this 56% of the time. In his last 10 games, though, he's only hit this like 2 or 3 times. Scoring definitely has been way down for him. So have the minutes, just because there have been so many blowouts that we looked at with Donovan Mitchell. But in this one that's supposed to be high scoring and closer, he should be playing good minutes. We saw it last season. This was a 72% hit rate for Jared Allen. And the last 2/3 of the season here, it looks like over a 90% hit rate for him. He was absolutely smashing this. So I do think some of the guys going to have to step it up. Again, more like we saw last year. Also for Jared Allen, in the last 6 games against Milwaukee, he's hit this in all 6 of them, 14 or more in all of them, with 4 games, 21 or more, even a 30-point game against Milwaukee. So Jared Allen loves playing against Milwaukee. I think these guys are going to have to step up in this one. So I like going to this one as well for another Cav play. And if you guys are on Underdog and Prizepicks, but not Parlayplay, you got to get over here. Right now, you can sign up and you get $5 for free, no deposit required. And then after that, you're going to want to deposit because you get a 100% deposit match as well on Parlayplay. And they're one of the first player prop sites to have lines up, as we're seeing, like tonight with Prizepicks and Underdog. And they'll commonly have a ton of boosts and slash lines, like how I was able to play Cortland Sutton here at just 49.5 receiving yards, but still get the 5x on a 3-pick slip, because they do boost some of the lower lines to essentially slash lines, and they do that seemingly every single day. So now let's look at the next pick that I like. I'm going to go to the Thunder here, and I'm going to go to SGA. Again, this was a pick yesterday that someone in the Discord was playing SGA against a tough matchup in the Orlando Magic. Now coming up in seemingly another tough matchup versus Miami. I don't really think there is a tough matchup for SGA. He should be able to smash this line. It's one he's hit basically all year, all of last year. Surprised to see this line still at 29.5. So I'll like going to SGA. I think in a great spot. Again, they are coming off a back-to-back, but I do think in this one that could be close against Miami, who's playing a little better with Jimmy Butler now back and playing better. I like this one for SGA on the points at 29.5. So I think he should be in another good spot at a lowered line here. And like I said, for Shea, you could see on the season, he wasn't scoring as much early in the year when they were relying on Chet Holmgren a lot to score, but now without Chet, he's been a lot better. And you could see in his last 10 games, looks like he's hit this in 8 of 10, and the streak actually even goes farther than 10 games. So definitely on a big scoring streak as of late, and without Chet Holmgren. You can actually look at games without someone on Outlier. So you can see without Chet this year, he's hit this in 12 of 17 games. And then we can come and look at last year. He hit this 67% of the time. And games when he played 31 or more minutes, he hit this 75% of the time. And if this one is remotely close against the Heat, he should be playing way more than 31 minutes. It is a really small spread as well. Only a 1.5 point favorite against Miami. So I do expect him to play a lot more than 31 minutes. And we can see in close games this year, he does play big minutes. So he's played 36 or more minutes in 13 games this year when they've been close. It's been a 77% hit rate for him this year when playing big minutes. And I think it could be because this one is supposed to be close. So I really like him on this line. And then we're going to go to his teammate, Isaiah Hartenstein, who has been playing extremely well since coming back from that injury that he had to start the season, scoring the ball exceptionally well. And in this close one, should play big minutes like we saw in the Cup games. He really increased his minutes after kind of starting a little slower and slower on the minutes. We've seen some huge minute totals for Hartenstein, so I think he's going to keep that going in this one that should be close against Miami. And I like him on this low line here at just 10.5. So for Hartenstein on the points this year, he's hit it in 9 of 12 games. His last 3, he's hit it. 21 was a big one, 16, and then 12. You can also see the minutes in the last 3, 33, 32, and 33, which are the second, third, and fourth most minutes he's played in the season come in his last 3 games, all besides this one game here where he played almost 37 minutes. He's seen some really high minute totals in the last 3. So even coming off a back-to-back, I think he will play big minutes. And this one, again, over 30. So I like going to him. He's been hot as a scorer, playing big minutes for this team. So I think in another good spot on a low line. If you guys want more picks, check out the Dynamo private Discord. I post more of my favorite picks in there. You can see yesterday I went 10-2 overall between NFL, NBA, and NHL. Some big hits, NBA and this NFL slip hitting. Day before that in the NBA hit my underdog picks I posted, and the day before that as well hit underdog 2 days in a row with the picks, and earlier in the week hit this massive 5-pick slip on Prizepicks between the NBA and NHL, which I've been crushing. And overall in the Discord, between all the cappers in the private channels that you get access to, we've had some huge days, like a 17-2 day overall with 7-2 in the NBA, 9-0 college football sweep, and then the next day collectively went 7-2 in the NBA. So check it out with the top link down below. Also, we have a 1-day free trial going right now, and then after that, just going to be less than $1 per day. And you guys can see some of the big hits from private Discord members, like this $20 to win 500. Some more slips. This guy hit this one, a 6-pick slip using some of our picks, $5 to win 125. So if we can help you win more than $25, definitely going to be worth it using some of our picks. And we've had some huge slips and hits from people in here. So definitely get over in the Discord. You guys saw the big hits, streaks we've been going on. And check out Parlayplay. They have their lines up before Prizepicks and Underdog commonly, plus $5 if you sign up. You don't even have to deposit, but you're going to want to deposit because they have a 100% deposit match and tons of promo/lines going on. So we'll see you guys over the Discord, and check out Parlayplay. They'll both be linked down below.